And we're back. And
All
we're
right, what's
back.
up, everybody? What's up? I'm Sal Kalani. This is Reggie Steele.
And welcome to Spitballin.
I don't know why I got to do it all cheeseball. I should stop that.
Nah, don't stop it, man. That's your thing, man. That's natural.
That's a cheeseball.
You can't help it. You're like,
Natural
this is Sal.
cheese.
This is you. This is Sal Kalani, and that's Reggie Steele. And this is
right there.
And I'm just straight laced. I'm straightforward. This is Spitballing. You're like, hey, we got a podcast that we're doing. Woo.
So supposedly we have a guest today, Reg. Is that true?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have a guest today. Hey, hold
He's
up.
awake.
He's awake. We've made contact. It will happen. I just got out the shower, just shaved, right? Just cleaned up for you guys.
Nice. I did that too, but I did it earlier. I got handled, cleaned up for the pod.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you cleaned up for the pod. I was thinking if this dude flaked on us again, I seriously was thinking, I was like, yo, if he flakes on us again, Sal's gonna say some shit like, Reg, he doesn't respect you, right? And I started to get heated. Like I started to get hot. Like, yo, if this dude flake on us twice, yo, that's a direct shot. Like,
disrespect, dude.
That's disrespect. Like that first shot, it could be, mfriendly fire, mistake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just kind of caught a little, like a what do they call it? Like it just kind of grazed me.
Yeah.
But yo, 2 in a row. That second one, that's a direct hit, son.
Yeah, that second one, that's some Patrick Beverly pushing you in the back bullshit.
Yeah, man. That's exactly. Great example.
No Chris Paul us, bro.
Hey, but hold up though. Let's just be honest. I mean, look, I do not condone that type of behavior. I think Patrick Beverly was a big time punk. That was a punk move, pushing a dude in the back. Right? Like, if anything, you got something to say, you go around to his face and you go, yo, man, that's some bullshit. And you two hands to the chest. But to the back, yo, that's whack. That's bad. But let's be honest. All the little shit that Chris Paul does every game to everybody is enough to make you want to just go, like, dude, I'm going to punch you in the back of the head.
I want to shove you to the ground.
I'm going to shove you to the ground. I mean, even when it's just but Chris Paul, he's some people condone that type of play. You know what I mean? Those little antics, the little jabs, right? The little hold, the little elbow, the little trip. Like, for me, man, there's no place in the game for it, right?
Yeah.
But besides that stuff, the guy hits big time shots. He makes good plays. He keeps his team involved. You know what I mean? He runs the offense. He gives people the ball where they need it. Like, from a skill set and a point guard's perspective, or what you need from a point guard or want from a point guard, he delivers on all cylinders, right? He's clicking on all valves, or clicking on all cylinders for that. But the other little antics, the other little bullshit, I could do without. And look at Patrick Beverly. Let's be honest. This dude talks big shit all the time, in everybody's face.
It's so annoying.
It's so annoying, right? And then in game 6, your last chance to try to tie this thing up, you pull a punk move like that and get thrown out the game. It's almost like a cop-out. Like, it's almost...
Well, it was done by that point.
Yeah, it was done. But still, though, a part of sportsmanship is being able to take that ass whooping, right? Hold your head up high and like, look, you got the best of us today. Good luck to you. You shake hands, you do the whole thing. But to get thrown out is almost like your way of like, I wasn't here. I didn't see it. I'm not a part of it.
Right. Right.
No. He's going to get traded, yo. He's going to get traded.
Hey, so before our guest is about to jump in, it says already he's in the waiting room.
Snap.
Let's make him wait.
Make him sweat.
But hey, I got to tell you, I heard back from Jasper Red. And he's like, my apologies, Sal. I still haven't been able to work on it. I might have to tender my resignation from the assignments.
Oh, J Red, really?
I just love how he said it, though. He's so good with words.
Yeah, he is. Tender my resignation.
Yeah, from the assignment.
Well, we could always say, we do not accept.
Your resignation is not accepted. Well, I was thinking, I know I thought of a substitute we could use.
Okay, who's that?
For a 20-second little intro. Maybe we could get Prince Ali to is that what the old rap name was?
That was the old rap name. That was the name, Prince Ali. But you know what though? Not to throw all his business out there, my man still he's gotten into production, right? Like he's creating beats. I could ask him if he'd be willing, because he sends me stuff all the time.
Really?
Seriously, he sends me stuff all the time that he's creating and that he's working on.
I didn't know he's still doing it.
Yeah, well, he's not rapping. Rapping and producing are two different things. Like he's
producing beats.
He's producing beats, and he sold some.
Wow.
He sold some stuff.
Really? Look at Dr. Dre Mahershala. That's awesome.
Yeah, he sold some stuff. So I could ask him if he'd make a beat for us.
Is there a Prince Ali album?
Yeah.
1 or 2?
There's one album, right, that came out officially on Hieroglyphics label. And then I think it's Curbside Service. That's what it's called. And then he had another, like a mixtape album that came out. That's called Corner something. I can't remember. But you know, his name prior to Prince Ali, his name was this when we were in college. His name was Mr. Bless.
That's cool. I kind of like that.
Yeah,
Mr.
and I got
Bless.
I still got stuff from Mr. Bless. Right? Like I'm seriously, I still got like music from Mr. Bless, yo.
Oh, maybe put some Mr. Bliss. What is it? Mr. Bliss?
Mr. Bless. BLESS.
Bless him. Bless him.
Yes. But nah, you got to get permission first. But I'll ask him. I'll ask him if he'll create something for us.
I always think of it's funny when I hear Prince Ali, I just think of that Aladdin song. Prince Ali, fabulous he. You didn't watch Aladdin, bro?
I did, but I don't remember the music.
This is the best part. After Robin Williams. After Robin.
Oh, wait, you talking about the old one, not the newest
cartoon.
one.
Yeah, not the Will Smith. All right, should we add this fool in?
Yeah, I just sent him a text saying, hold on, we coming. So
right,
you want to add him in? Ready?
Right yeah,
let's bring our guest in. Let's bring our guest in. All right, drum roll.
There's his name, Kevin.
Drum roll.
Drum roll it up, folks.
Come on in. Okay. All right, drum roll. I got the drum roll going.
Oh, drum roll coming.
Yeah, there he is. There he is. He's here. He's here.
Yep. Yes. Kevin Michael Shea, an ancient Korean clan name. What's up, buddy?
I almost fucking bailed on you again.
No, you could. Hey, you couldn't do that this time, bro.
Dude, my alarm went off at like 10:30, and I was like, thing.
Dude,
I was like, it's just Sal. Fuck it.
No, it's Sal and Reggie.
Yeah, you let him know, Reg. Put some respect on my name.
Yo, man.
I would have felt bad about Reggie and Sal. I'm like, fuck it.
See?
Dude, I got food poisoning last night.
What the hell? Kevin, are you serious?
Like bad luck.
Dude.
What did we do? I think we went for Italian on, I don't know. What day is today?
Friday.
We went Wednesday. I don't eat that shit during the week. Lauren loves that shit. And Lauren has me going to all this stupid fucking white shit. You know what I mean? Like, she loves Italian. It's like, how are you not fatter? Like, how are you not?
It's a lot of starch. It's a lot of carbs, man.
She eats a lot of fucking cheese and drinks wine. Like, it's like, how are you not like fat? It's like beyond me. By the way, do you guys go to wineries?
I have been. Yeah, I've been. I don't go
north, especially like Sonoma. That was the best.
You hear you both,
bro. You ever go,
bro? Wine tasting's fucking stupid.
Oh wait, hold up. For the record, I've never been wine tasting.
Okay,
I've just been to. I haven't. I've never been wine tasting, but I've been to wineries. You know.
Well, yeah, Reggie, you just go and watch.
No, I end up going because of shows, right? So I go to all these, I do these shows at wineries, and then
that's different.
And then they, they give me bottles of wine.
Like choosing to go wine tasting is stupid. It's fucking stupid. I do it because I like Lauren, but it's fucking stupid.
That's funny. I do it because I like her.
The shit at the store, like it's fucking phenomenal to me that we drove 4 hours to the middle of the fucking.
Hold up, you didn't enjoy the experience, like to hear about how the wine was made?
No, why? No,
you don't want to hear. You don't want to hear about that.
To it. I can't even fucking.
Oh right.
Oh, you like the enzyme
or the fucking cheese. The two things that people love there, I can't even fucking enjoy.
Oh, that sucks.
I just sit there and listen to these assholes talk and hit on Lauren. She's fucking wasted. I'm like, this is a phenomenal day. I love this. Can we do more fucking stupid shit?
Dude,
fucking dumb. And I hate like Sal, you must get sick of this shit. Like when people say white people things, right?
I'll just pretend I'm Italian at those points.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those white people things. It's like only you guys. And what's funny is my parents are white, and I fucking, my parents are cool as shit, but fuck it. Only white people will do things where you shouldn't be doing, like strawberry picking. Like
Wait,
it's
wait, white people was picking strawberries? No, that's
No, for fun, not
They
for
pay for
money.
that. They
oh
fucking
they
pay. Yeah,
they
look. Do you see Reggie's fucking face?
wait, they
He's like,
pay.
what?
Wait, they pay to experience wine. I
Manual
mean,
labor.
strawberry picking.
Yeah, they will pay.
Wow,
Go
how
in the field, bend over, and pick fucking strawberries like fucking slaves. Do you know how
Wow.
fucking stupid that is?
that's their way
That's
of
white
trying
people
to.
shit.
That's white people. They're like, we want to feel the experience of hard labor and understand where they're coming from. I want to be one with these people, only for a short while though, just for a minute,
Yeah.
right? Just for
Don't you
50.
feel like I don't know, I always feel bad for like white people. Like Sal, don't you feel like it should be a different analogy when we make fun of white people? We do it so often. Like it's not you, Sal. It's not you. Like you did you go to school?
Well, the majority of the people are white, so it's easy to see more
Yeah, but like
white
you're not like a
jokes.
frat guy. You're not like the frat
No.
guy that dresses
Yeah,
up.
you're not a
Like, you don't
typical.
dress up to watch the Kentucky Derby at home. You're not.
No,
That
well, yeah, there's different levels. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what the fuck I'm talking about? Like my
Yeah.
parents are white. They're hardworking fucking Americans. They're awesome.
Right.
Like, can I somehow, get them out of this whole fucking group of shitty white? Like
No.
That's funny.
easy to
That's funny.
fucking classify white people as monsters. Like Lauren's like, Kevin, all these comics just make fun of white people. I'm like, you have a fucking point. Like that should go to like, can we call it like white B? Like I don't know.
Well, I mean, think about it, man. I mean,
Well,
white
we-
people. Oh, good. I was
Well, I was
white
gonna say
people-
we do. We got
Yeah.
white people, and then you got Trump supporters. So there's a good division.
Yeah, but
That's
then
funny.
that gets political. Then
Yeah.
Yeah, that gets. Well, how about this?
Stab
This
you
is
in
the
back.
thing. But you got to remember, this is the thing. Like people are always gonna, throw rocks at the guy who's at the top, right? And white people are let's be honest, they're at the top of the food chain, man. They control all this shit. So
Yeah,
as
but
long as there are people below them, people are gonna be throwing rocks at the throne, dude.
yeah, but the problem is like you're lumping in my family and fucking Sal. Do you look at Sal? Is he at the top? You know what I mean? Like my family, like they're
I'm not at the
middle-class
top.
dudes. My family's middle class people. It's
Right,
like
right.
they get lumped into that horse shit.
So what you're saying, in other words, what you're saying is instead of just saying white people are not a monolithic group, right? They're different levels of white people.
That's what
So
I mean.
so we need to differentiate the white people that you say who dress up to watch the Kentucky Derby at home, which is fucking hilarious, by the
You know
way.
how fucking stupid that is.
That is
You know how
fucking stupid, but that is hilarious. I wish I could see the NASCAR version of that. The guy who's dressed up to watch NASCAR
Right.
at home, right?
But for
Like,
some reason, those guys don't bother me as much. Like,
oh, NASCAR people don't bother you, huh?
no, yeah, because they're like just kind of like that. Like they're not trying to be that. Like
Right.
the
They just
people who
country
dress
ass
up
people.
yeah, they don't know how else to be.
Right, right.
That's a
They
good way to
want-
put it.
Like
Yeah.
you almost like, ugh, you're like, that's who
Yeah.
you are, yeah. You know what I mean? You just hope they're not racist. That's
You
Yeah,
might.
well, there's something about cars going in a big circle really fast that makes them not like anybody else. That's all I'm saying.
Do you know
So,
any black people who like fucking NASCAR? Like it's very rare.
I do know. Who is it? It's a comedian named BT. Is BT into NASCAR or is he into like the motorcycles? I think he's into the motorcycles.
I think he's in the
Motorcycles are different.
Yeah,
That's
motorcycle. So he's
Italians
not-
and
he's
shit.
not-
That's European.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
he's-
no, black dude, former basketball player, Brad Doherty, played for the Cleveland
Oh yeah,
Cavaliers.
Cleveland Cavs, baby.
Yes.
I got
And
his autograph.
Michael Jordan just got into
He
NASCAR.
now got cooler. It just got cooler.
Yeah,
Nah,
Michael Jordan just got
well,
into
yeah.
it.
Brad Doherty, that's a
Yeah.
fucking black player.
Dude, Brad Doherty,
You're
7
right.
feet.
Mark
Yeah.
Price,
Name-
Brad Doherty.
Well, I mean, you can't just fucking say because he's tall. That's fucking racist.
No,
Like, Yao Ming was
Nobody
fucking
was.
7 feet.
no, but Brad Doherty was on those Cleveland teams when they were battling with Chicago,
With the
trying to
yeah.
come out of the East.
Well,
with Jordan,
what
man.
about the fucking dead Mormon?
Oh, come on.
He's dead.
To my Sean Bradley.
Sean Brown, the dead
Wait,
Mormon. was
Is he
7 feet.
dead? Did he get killed? I think he got paralyzed. He didn't
He
die
did?
yet.
What? He
I don't
died.
remember.
I don't
No, he
know.
didn't die. He was paralyzed, but he
Well,
didn't
that's
die.
even worse. That's worse.
That's
That's
worse.
that's come on. That is
Hold
fucking
up, real quick. It is pretty bad. I'll be honest.
like I don't.
But
It's
check this
like
out. Brad Doherty is like a commentator for NASCAR.
He
Like
is.
he's sitting
okay.
there and like,
He's
Well, you
always
know
been
what?
country though.
yeah, he's
But I
country as
like
shit.
that though. Like Randy Moss is country.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Country.
He
But like,
country in the mud. Yeah.
but wait, what kind of paralyzed? Like just an arm?
No, I
I'm
think
gonna look it
he
up.
might be from the neck down, dude.
I don't want to say he's dead though. I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
I
know if
can't
he
remember.
died,
I'm looking it up right now.
but it was
Yeah, look
crazy,
it
man.
up.
He was riding his bike and got hit
That's
from
right.
behind.
This is
That's
fucked
right.
up. Like at
Yeah.
at a certain point, like when, and I have like a whole bit about this, but like if I'm paralyzed from the neck down,
Yeah.
that's it. That's a wrap. That's a fucking wrap for me, man.
Hey, man.
I'm taking a week and like just getting just sluts to sit on my face. I'm gonna live with my family.
Like born on the 4th of July.
Hold up. Hold up. I literally, this is where my mind goes, right? This is how what am I sincere or earnest I am. Like Kevin's going into this whole thing of like, if I'm paralyzed from the neck down, I'm taking a week. And in my head, I'm thinking I'm taking a week to see my family and my friends and to say goodbye, right? And to say I love everyone. And this dude is like, I'm taking a week to have some snatch put on my face. I want some pussy in my like I'm just gonna eat. And you don't even care who it is, right? You just might as well let it.
Fuck.
Yeah,
You know what I
like
mean?
whatever.
And
Get
I'll say bye to my family, and I'll fucking go on a blaze of glory off a fucking cliff. You know what I mean?
oh nah, damn that.
You have to have someone push you off though.
I know.
Hey,
I have
dude,
Lauren push
well, you
me
got the
off.
little, you got the little mechanic. Damn that.
I have Lauren fucking push me off.
Hey,
God
dude,
damn.
damn
Oh,
that. I'm
what's
not.
the
Hey, look,
podcast?
you still can think though, right? Like you can still be afraid mentally, even though you can't feel
Yeah,
it
you know what?
physically.
Okay. All right, you got a point.
Yo, sleeping pills, son.
You know
Sleeping
what? No, you
pills.
know what? I just realized I could think and I could still make people miserable with my handicapness. I want to live. I want to live.
Are you
I want to make because I'll make people feel like assholes because like you know how when you see a cripple or like a fucking anyone less
Someone disabled. How about that?
disabled. I apologize. Disabled and
Said
you
someone
feel
less.
bad for them and they get kind of you know what I mean. But I would like take advantage of it. I like why aren't you giving me money, man?
That's
Fuck.
funny.
Like you know what I mean? Why
Hold
aren't you
up.
fucking rubbing my arm? You
Hold up.
know?
Can we analyze this really quickly?
Yeah.
Just a minute ago, he went from if I was paralyzed from the neck down, I'm ready to check out, right? I'm ready to go. And then in a blink of an eye, he goes, but you know what? With my disability, I can make life hard for a lot of people.
Yeah.
That is enough to a reason to
That'll drive
live.
me, man. Because I'm a moron. I thought being paralyzed from the neck down, you couldn't think. Like,
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you still can think.
like you
I mean,
tend
but just
fucking
imagine
work.
this though. If you're paralyzed from the neck down, you are trapped in your body, yo, for the most part. Because you can see and you can still think and talk, but you can't act, like you can't move. So you're kind of trapped. Just imagine the people who can't talk, like people who have strokes and they can't talk, but they can still think and want to say stuff.
That's like fucking me now when
That's-
you're broke. Like you can think and you can talk, but you're trapped in your fucking apartment because you're fucking
You're trapped in
broke.
your life. You're trapped
you
in your
can-
life.
You can still walk to the park.
What'd you say to me?
You could still walk to the park.
Why would I, dude? I told you I don't even want to go to fucking to winery.
Go ahead.
Real quick, when people go to the park and they sit, and I've watched them and I go running. I will run. I'm like, you're not having fun.
Oh, dude,
It's not fun.
dude,
It's like,
hold on. I'm a people
shut
watcher.
up. It's like fun for like 5 minutes.
Dude, I'm a people watcher. I love watching people.
Yeah,
like
go
I
to the
can
mall.
sit. I would do that too if it
Yeah,
wasn't,
the mall's
you know.
better. You can fucking buy slushy.
No, Cinnabon. You gotta buy a Cinnabon. Back in the day, it used to be a
Not everyone
Cinnabon with
fucking
some
works
milk.
out 35 hours a day to eat Cinnabons, you asshole. You know, every time I eat a Cinnabon, I feel disgusted with myself.
I agree.
It's
Pretty
too much
heavy.
sugar.
Yeah, I agree.
It's too fucking heavy.
Anyway, yeah, it's too much sugar. Like no one should eat that much sugar at one time ever.
It's fucking gross. And then they give you a side of fucking Cinnabon jizz. It's like, ugh.
That's the best part.
Yeah, Sal likes to eat that by itself. Just dude.
Sal eats it on his knees.
Yeah, dude. If I was paralyzed, dude, I would like to get some of it on my face for a week before I get pushed off a cliff.
What else you got going on at that point?
Hey, so last night we had our Diablo comedy show, and I learned something. Edwin Lee was on the show, and he's pretty upset with Kevin Shea because he said Kevin Shea helped him get COVID. He said it was in December. You invited him to some one thing, and he went to some Christmas thing with you, and then he caught COVID.
Guys like Edwin always crack me up. It's never his fault.
I was just gonna say that's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's never his fucking fault. Mind you, just so you know what he does for work, right?
No, what does he do now?
He works at a restaurant, right?
Yeah, he works at a fucking restaurant. He delivers food to fucking strangers. I don't know. Maybe that could be a reason. Just throwing that the fuck out there.
Where did you take him?
We played cards. It was 5 of us: Doug, his buddy, and Edwin.
You didn't get it?
Oh, dude, I here's the fucked up part. Over Christmas, I thought I was gonna die. I mean,
you all got it.
I mean, like, I thought I was gonna fucking die. Listen to this shit. Like, so Lauren is headed home to visit her family for Christmas, like on the 19th. Okay. So we both get tested. It's negative. I'm like, I don't feel well, right? I think maybe drinking too much. I'm hungover, and then so I get tested again, and it's negative, right?
So yeah, 2 negatives. Okay.
Yeah, and then so she goes home. As soon as she leaves, dude, I'm like, something's not right. Yo, I thought I was gonna fucking die.
Wow.
It was like the worst shit I've ever had. Like, I was like 101 fever. I'm laying on the fucking couch talking to my fucking doctor. I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, you gotta get tested. So I go get tested again, and it's another negative, right?
Weird.
So listen, I'm on the couch. Like, it was one of those moments. Like, did I do enough in my life? Like,
your life flashed before your eyes.
I was gonna die on my fucking couch with Sam, just pissing and shitting all over me.
Yeah, be there for a week before anybody finds you.
Dude, it was miserable because I couldn't move, and I couldn't taste. It wasn't like I couldn't taste anything. Everything tasted like too much salty shit. Like,
oh wow, okay,
that sounds like it.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like I had like mass amounts of Sal's jizz in my mouth. Just
you know what that tastes like.
So
wow, dude.
Dying.
And so
I'm like dying. So I'm not. I don't tell Lauren this because I don't want to worry her. I'm like, I'm done. This is fucking it. I'm like shaking. I'm like laying on this couch right here, just laying here like this, just fucking shaking. I couldn't get comfortable. I just slept all day and just drink water. Dude, I lost like 10, 12 pounds in like 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did it last long?
So funny. It lasted from the day she left to the day she came back.
Perfect for her.
How long was that? How many days was that?
19th to the 23rd. And the day she came back, I was like, what the fuck? I didn't feel like 100%, but I could walk. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I lost all the weight. I was like, fat chicks should definitely get this shit.
Well, I was just about to say, so basically what I've gotten from this story is that COVID's a great way to lose weight. Yeah. I mean, 10 to 12 pounds in 3 days. I mean, come on,
if you live.
But that's the sacrifice, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like if you live, you get the bikini body you've always wanted, right? And if you die, then
I'm telling you.
that's Darwinism, right? No, I'm joking.
Edwin said he had the fever for 2 weeks.
Wow.
This is how Edwin gets involved with the story. So I having lunch with him. Sorry, I just woke up.
No, you're good, buddy.
So we have lunch, and I'm talking to him. He's like, "Oh yeah, I had COVID," and he told me all the symptoms. So I fucking had it. So I'm like, "Dude, I fucking had it." So I went and got the antibodies. So I had all 3 antibodies.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I was like, "Oh, okay, good. Then now I can fuck Raw Dog." It's like, once you get
it, you can go out into the world with no mask on, no face condom.
Yeah.
Dude, so this was the end of. No, actually, it was early 2020, right before it hit in January. I had something, I don't know what it was, but it was arguably the worst thing I've ever had in my life. I literally felt like I was going to die too. I couldn't breathe. My body was aching. I couldn't move. It wasn't the flu. I never felt anything like this before. I'm talking about like taking a deep breath was damn near impossible. And it lasted for, I had it for like 2 weeks.
Damn.
2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks of just struggling.
I had no issues breathing. I'm lucky my lungs are good. Do you know what I mean? So I have that, but fucking my big fat fucking head was hot as fuck. So I mean, by the way, Reggie, are you in a hotel?
No, I'm at home.
It's so clean, and you got that fucking picture in the back. I'm like, are you in a fucking hotel?
Yeah, man, the ocean, bro.
Yeah, there you go. Like Sound Eye. Look at Sound Eye fucking places. Jesus.
Yeah, I got a bunch of shit in the background.
Like a moron, retard 5-year-old decorated our place.
Dude, you know, my shit, you know, I'm even in this situation, I'm still private, right? I'm still like, you can't see anything. Like, right? There's no, you know, there's no revealing.
Watching, so don't worry about it. So it's like, what is the name of this podcast?
Spitballin.
Spitballin.
Fucking, let me just tell you real quick, Edwin. So he just fucking blamed me, and that was it.
Well, he's like, fucking Shea. Fucking Shea gave me COVID. He made me come out. I fucking was fine until then.
Wait, is he not fine now?
He's fine.
Now.
Okay, he's fine now. So it's not like he got COVID and lost a finger.
Well, but it was like what Kevin was saying on his couch. Edwin was talking about last night on stage, how he was like, I was in my room. He's with his roommates. I was in my bed just sweating. He's like, this is it. I'm going to die. No one's going to know. I'm going to be alone.
Oh, so he was worried. He was scared.
It was bad.
It definitely was one of those moments. But like, what's sad is like with Edwin, he wasn't alone, but he was going to die alone anyway.
We all die. Hey, look, man, we all die alone.
No, I'm saying like he had roommates that don't obviously hate that motherfucker.
Yeah, they don't get along.
Why is he living with people he doesn't get along with? We're too old for that shit. He can find people. He can pay rent with other people that he actually gets along with. Right? Like, dude, move. There's no reason to be miserable unless he just wants to be.
You know, you got a good fucking point there, but that's the bane of Edwin's existence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wants to do things, but he won't do it. He likes to keep it hard for himself. I'm like, some of the stories tells me, I go, Edwin, what? You might as well. It's his life is equivalent to wine tasting. Like, no reason to drive 4 fucking hours to a field. You know what I mean? And
right.
That has like 4 fucking stores and houses. You know.
All right, let's talk I want to learn about Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, dude. I have this theory that you just this probably sounds like the whitest. I drove through it once and it seemed like the whitest place I've been. And I imagine you just got picked on all the time. And that's why you're so mean now. Is that?
Yeah.
That's like every comedian's origin story.
I'm so sick of me and Lauren. That's been our fight for the last 3 months. I'm like, you're not aware of things. You know what I mean? That's my whole thing with her. I was like, you need to be more aware. Be more aware of your surroundings, you know, shit like that. And then she's like, well, you're mean. I was like, why? Why do you think that is? Why? I don't know, Lauren. I don't know. It could be because I fucking got snatched from my fucking mother country.
Yeah.
Fucking shipped to Pennsylvania in a small town where everyone called me an Eskimo for 4 fucking years. Is that could that be why? I don't know.
That's fucked up though.
It's like, you know, it's funny because she's like, but your family's great. I was like, yeah, my family's great, but I didn't just live in my fucking basement.
Right.
I had to go to school full of fucking white assholes, you know?
Right. And obviously look different than your family, right? No matter how. Right.
What would that be? Bethlehem is not all that. It's better now. You know, there's a fucking casino, so they're getting shipped in from fucking Chinatown.
That's funny.
Yeah, so they're experiencing filthy Chinese people like stealing toilet paper. Dude, there was a whole article in the Morning Call Bethlehem newspaper that they were stealing fucking the ducks from the
ponds. I mean, from the little lakes and shit.
From the river. Because here's the thing: they come in these fucking buses and they pool all their money together, and then they fucking hand all their stack of money to one player, and that player plays with it and he wins. And then they fucking divvy it up at the end of the day. And that's why you always see these fucking Chinese people just sitting around eating, or fucking they bring in their own soup and like just doing nothing.
Wow.
they're letting the pro play. Yeah, it's smart.
Yeah, it's smart. It's smart.
They're stealing toilet paper.
Hey, yo, real quick, I got to address this because I think you made a really good point. I don't want to skirt past it. The thing that you're upset with Lauren about is honestly just about her being white in America. When you're white in America, you don't have to worry about your surroundings or what's happening because you don't ever feel threatened. It's the same reason why white people can leave the house wearing fucking flip-flops, which blows my mind because I would never leave the house wearing flip-flops for fear of if I gotta get the hell out of Dodge, I need to have something that got traction, right? Like I need to have shoes on because of what can happen in the world. But when you're white in America, you don't have those same issues. So you don't have to think about noticing who's in the restaurant or who's in the building or who's acting a little weird or different because that's never been an issue for you. When you're a person of color or minority or whatever the case may be, then you know that shit happens in the world. So you're on high alert all the time. It sucks. It does. It sucks. But that's the reality of it, right?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna disagree with you a little bit. I don't know.
Okay.
Not for you. Whatever you. I don't know where the fuck you live, Reggie. That you have to cut. You need to fucking move.
Where did I grow up?
Rip it off,
Alabama. Okay. Yeah.
I grew up in Birmingham,
Yeah,
Alabama.
but you didn't fucking mention that. You just prefaced it like today.
Okay.
Hey, I'm like, Reggie.
Well, but it's like PTSD. I still got that shit. Dude, it's the same reason why when I go to restaurants, I don't sit with my back to the door. Right.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. But
yeah.
With that being said, I see black dudes all the time in LA with those fucking socks and those dumb fucking slides on. I can't.
Yeah,
I cannot wait till that fucking style goes away.
Yeah, those are different black dudes.
It makes me want to. It's those kids and the fucking white kids. Anyone who does that, I want to kick their feet. I want to kick their feet.
Dude, that's funny.
In regards to Lauren, I you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I kind of use it as a fucking crutch to win these arguments. Because I'm sick of it. There's nothing worse than the girl's kind of right. She's like, Kevin, you get mad a lot, like in public and shit, and you gotta be nicer. And like, you don't know my shit. This is a white girl.
You don't know my struggle.
And it's like fucked up because I kind of do use it as a crutch. And there's a lot of times where I'm wrong. But the whole idea in a relationship, 2 rules: we're a team. We're a team. Rule number 1: don't embarrass each other. 2: treat each other like friends. And she has to understand, like, I will embarrass her sometimes, but she needs to fucking talk to me about that in private. And she needs to be on my back. Like when I freak the fuck out at fucking Jersey Mike's because they put the onions in, you know, you got to be on my back. You got to have my back because I'm freaking the fuck out. You got to go, baby. I'm on your side. Like, listen, fucking Jersey Mike's, you know, he adopted, you know, fucking give him a hoagie without onions. And then they try to say, pick it off. Fuck you.
That's funny.
Onions, like once the onion hits the fucking sandwich, it's fucking AIDS.
It's
contaminated.
It's contaminated.
It's got AIDS.
So basically what you're saying is, yo, we need to be a unified front in public, and then in the car, you can tell me, yo, that was a bit much.
Yo, what the fuck? Like, and then I give the whole like, Anna, you know what? I gotta start cutting it back because the whole COVID thing, I haven't had a lot of outside interference to project my anger.
Right.
So now
so she's been just catching all of it.
None of it, and then my cat gets a lot of kicks, you know. So it's like
poor Sam.
So I'm trying to like, I don't know. I'm trying to get better with my anger, but I need an outlet.
Right.
You know? And my outlet, this is so fucking dumb when they say my comedy is my therapy. I kind of get that, but more, I need to be out, like out and about, so I can see people doing dumb shit. So I can project my anger to that. So then I come home and I don't have to fucking yell at Lauren. But I got to stop giving Lauren shit about the whole white thing. You know what I mean? Because like,
at some point.
And so having a white girlfriend, I can't just project my fucking anger and insecurities on her from me being picked on when I was 10. She's like, what did I do?
Right.
You know?
That's like a black person like being mad at all white people for slavery, right? Or for like one white person does something crazy, then you can't hate all white people.
You use that card a lot. I would.
Nah, I don't use it. I don't use it.
Because
I don't have, hold up, Kevin. I don't have the same anger as you do, but I gotta ask you this though. This is the thing. This is the thing because but see the difference was I got picked on too.
You're huge. You're a huge black guy. Like this is like an honest take. Like you can't be angry, which sucks for you because you're gonna get more shit. Whereas I'm a little guy.
I'm gonna get this.
Yeah, I get it. I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
Fishing. So fucking nothing on that one. The fishing.
Oh wait, I missed it. It got.
Wait, I don't.
I get fishing.
Oh, you.
I'll edit that out.
I'm like, I get this all the time.
I was trying to lighten the mood. Jesus Christ! I didn't want this.
Was this too intense?
Yeah,
was this too intense?
Jesus Christ!
So,
I may get picked on more, because I'm a smaller Asian guy. Mm-hmm. But when I lose my shit, I there's no fear of me going to jail.
Right.
It's just like, oh, this little guy's angry. Maybe we should give him his fucking coffee,
Right. Yeah, no, if I lose my shit in a coffee shop over my latte, dude, they're gonna call the police. Like it's gonna be a problem.
And it is kind of a weird thing. Like that's gotta suck for you, right?
Yeah, it does. It does. Because
there's a point where you would be like, fuck this shit. Like you want to raise your voice. Like there's a video. Do you guys watch The Walking Dead?
It's been a while, but
no, I never watched it.
First couple of seasons, there was that big black dude. I don't know. He's an actor. He lost his shit in the New York subway, and it was fucking arguably one of the scariest things like I saw in video. Like,
oh wow!
I think he's gonna fucking go on a rampage.
Yeah.
He just was losing his shit.
Yeah.
So, but the problem is his size and his color. Like,
well, and also people's ideas.
Out, right?
Well, people freaking out, but people's ideas of black people. A lot of times, the idea of us is way worse than anything that we can do. Right? Yeah, like preconceived ideas.
Isn't that a bit of the fucking media? Like,
that's like, come on, man.
It's like
it's every movie.
Because of comedy, I know a lot of that sounded racist as fuck, but I know a lot of black dudes from comedy.
Right? That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. And like none of them are fucking gangbangers. I mean, they may have been and I didn't know it, but
look, what I'm gonna tell you right now is what Sal and I have talked about. That right there, what you have, that's called access, right? Having access to different people, it debunks all those theories and ideas about us, right? So in essence, what you're saying is, all black people are not the same. I know plenty of black people through comedy who don't rob and steal and kill and rape and maim, right? But there are people in our society and people in the parts of the country, that's all they see and know. So they think that's the case of every black person. That's why when a black person walks into their restaurant in a small town, they all fucking clench their purses and like, oh my God, something's gonna happen. It's like, dude, I'm here to get a fucking sandwich.
I feel like as a whole, the pandemic and that helped. That helped because all the fucking checks going out.
Well, hold up. I'll tell you what helped, honestly, and not to get too serious, but when everybody watched fucking George Floyd die, when people saw that and they were thinking, and they found out what was happening to black people, what black people have been talking about for a long time. The whole world was sitting still and they watched it happen and people were devastated. That's why the world was up in arms, because they actually finally got to see, oh, black people not making this shit up. Like this is actually what's happening. Right. And that helped everybody, at least for a little while.
Weirded out, but the one officer was some kind of Asian. I was like, dude, what the fuck? You got to get out of there.
Yeah. He was standing right in the front too.
It's a bad look. I was like, you got to be like, you got to get out of there. I'm glad that they don't mention that much.
That he was Asian.
They kind of like go away from that. So with the whole pandemic, I was definitely that asshole who took advantage of all the cheap prices. Like I was that asshole. I was like, oh yeah. There's a fucking disease. I'm flying to Nashville. Fuck it.
That's funny.
With that said,
and you're right. The money was a great equalizer too, by the way.
Yeah, the government money was an equalizer. So we're out, and it was all predominantly black people in Vegas, and then me and Lauren. And what's funny is you could tell the staff that they didn't like it because they're not used to it. Because like the entire casino or the MGM, what's funny, it was nothing changed. Like nothing changed. More actually, they probably made more money in regards to like the number of people ratio because they gambled so fucking hard. I was sitting there like, fuck. Like I'm putting $5 down. These motherfuckers are putting like 1,000 each.
Oh my God. They're trying to come up.
To me though, because we go to Seattle, we would go to Nashville, went to Texas. It was
This motherfucker traveling.
I know. I'm
I
like,
know, dude. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. What's funny is I didn't get it till the end of it. Isn't that
Yeah,
funny?
after the traveling, because of
Yeah,
a fucking card game in your
Yeah,
neighborhood, basically.
Yeah,
and you know
that's
what's funny?
funny.
I got it like at the tail end because I was like, fuck it. It was like Christmas. I was like, I started being less secure with the hand spray.
Ah, yeah, you gotta,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
you
anyway,
gotta,
so it was interesting because you just see more black people out now, and it's like it's no different. Yeah, I mean,
right,
Yeah.
it's no
well, you have
different.
to understand that I also grew up in the East Coast,
Right.
so it's a big difference in California. Have you noticed how segregated California is? People don't mention that.
You know, I'm in the
Did-
Bay, man. It's
not funny.
different up here. I don't know. I feel like I'm seeing everybody all the time together.
I mean,
But
dude, in
you talk
Cleveland's
about,
very segregated.
yeah,
where
I was
I
gonna say,
grew up.
I was in
Really?
Alabama. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Alabama's
like just
segregated too.
yeah, it was just white lives this side, black lives this side. That's
Same thing in
basically it.
Alabama.
No, maybe
Yeah.
I made that shit up. Maybe I'm not even.
Well, San Francisco's caught in shit because it's not very black community, not much in the city.
There was a lot
Yeah.
of black people in Bethlehem. By the way, back to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. A lot of Puerto Ricans. A lot of fucking,
Really? Oh yeah, 'cause
Really?
New York's
a lot
not
of filthy
far.
Puerto Ricans, man.
No, because of the religious, because of the, what'd
No
you
one
say?
heard that. No one heard that.
What'd you say?
Don't worry about it. He said filthy.
Filthy Puerto Ricans.
Oh, you stupid. I was gonna say they're in Bethlehem because of the whole religious aspect. The Catholics in Bethlehem and
No,
you know Jesus.
Jesus.
Getting closer to God, you know.
it was Steel Town.
Ah, okay.
Steel.
Work,
Yeah,
labor.
work. It was all, predominantly middle class white people, like hardcore middle class. That
Okay.
changed obviously now, but
Birmingham was a still it was called the Steel City, like the Magic City, Steel City. Huge iron ore. Like just
Cleveland was a big steel city too.
wow.
Cleveland, yeah. Anything East Coast, Cleveland was the shit back in the day.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
It was.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Now you know.
And now
Now it
it's
is
the
the
shits.
shit.
Yeah, now it's the shits.
The
I,
shits.
Sal, you and I on the same page. Yo, Kevin, real quick, man, because you're hitting so much stuff. I swear I just want to delve into everything. But you talk about your anger, right? Yeah. Have you taken the time? Now, first off, let me just preface this to say this. I felt like Bill Burr. I still think Bill Burr is hilarious, right? But when he was angry, right, before he got therapy, he was friggin' like it was next level, like that level of anger and hilarity. And then he got therapy. I still think he's funny, but he doesn't have the same edge.
Dude, anger is funny.
Anger's funny.
It is.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
Let me just tell you, and it's not just comedy. Angst as a whole is better.
Angst, right.
Music, is great music.
Great
music,
it's
a great
like I have this weird pro anger thing with me. Like the people who fucking come up to me, especially comics, these are these fucking comics that stink. Or like the people who post their entire lives on Facebook and they're all cheating on each other. It's like, don't be so angry. You know, you should channel it, like suck my dick. It's like what I want. It's like they don't understand. Like if you're an angry person, that means you have energy, that you have some kind of like strife. The issue is you just have to channel it, like channel it into being funny, or like if you're a fucking angry nerd, you know, channel it into your apps, or you know whatever. Right. You're angry athlete, you channel it into the fucking whatever. To
the games, the sports. Yeah, all right. So my question is this: where? I mean, I know that you said you were picked on as a kid in Bethlehem, but is that where your anger stems from? Like, what's the root of your anger? And have you ever thought about like trying to resolve it?
No,
you've never thought about trying to resolve it. So you embrace your anger. You like it.
I embrace it, but I do find myself. I'm 43, and I'm not freaking out as much. And I know that the world isn't the way it was when I was 26.
Okay,
you know what I mean. You can't be the tough guy. You can't be the combative guy. You know, you gotta. Right. I know that me as 43. You know, Lauren sees. I was like, Lauren, you would have hated me at 25. You know what I mean? Right. Anger stems with it would project into like insecure cockiness. You know, I still have it. I just am a little.
So your anger is directly related to your childhood in Bethlehem.
No, I don't know, because I thought it was. You know, that's an easy way out. You're like easy. I blame Sal. You know, Sal's people. It's just.
Did you have any adopted siblings, or they were all white siblings? I don't remember.
I have. You don't remember? or is this just for the podcast? You don't remember?
I thought I can't. I know you have white brother. I think you had white siblings.
I've only known you for like fucking 20 years.
You never fucking talk about your family. That's why I had to have you on a podcast to learn more about you.
I don't talk about my family. You're right. So mind your own fucking business. So,
yeah, exactly.
So I have. There's five of us. There's my mom and dad had 5 kids. They had 2 white girls, right? And then they adopted my brother after my father was shot on the police force. So he got shot, and there's a life-changing moment. You know what I mean? Like, what can we do? And he's like, I want to buy a baby. You know, I want to buy an Asian baby. That's what most reasonable white people do after they get shot, right?
Right.
When you have a life-threatening moment, you're like, I want to buy an Asian baby. So
absolutely,
they adopted my brother. Then a year went by, they adopted me, and then my mom wanted another girl, and then they adopted my other Korean sister.
Okay. So those are blood. Those are all your actual siblings.
No, we're not all blood.
No, they're not. Yeah, only the first 2 are blood related as far as to the parents, and the bottom 3 are adopted.
Okay.
Yeah, so my oldest white sister adopted 2 black girls from St. Kitts.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm fucking telling you all right now. And then my other white sister couldn't have kids, so she adopted my Korean nephew, her Korean son.
Oh wow!
And after the adoption, she got pregnant.
That always happens. That always happens.
You know why? Because it's so funny. I love my sister, but no man wants to be told to fuck. No man is like, fuck me now. Let's hurry up. We gotta have babies. You know, like it's 2:30. My ovaries are fucking right.
Dude, it's the
worst. It's the worst. It sucks. You're like, your dick can't get hard. You're like, can you like resist a little bit? Like, fucking resist.
Can you fight back a little bit? Like make it fun? Like run so I can chase you.
It's weird. It's a weird mentality. Like, guys don't want to be told when to fuck.
Right.
It feels
weird. Kevin,
yeah.
I want to ask you this.
Oh wait.
Now, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No. This is where. So I went to Korea. You guys know this story. I went to Korea on my 30th birthday. Met my birth mom. Found out I was 2 years younger. But here's the kicker. I tried to ask about my father, and she told PK not to tell me, which is stupid. He's gonna fucking tell me.
Wait, who's PK?
Yeah. He was another Korean comic. He was translating everything.
Oh, okay.
And so the kicker was that she goes, don't tell him this. I'm afraid of your father. He is abusive and violent. So maybe that's where it comes from.
Yeah. Oh, so I just had this conversation, nature over nurture, and how nature will come out sometimes, even despite the nurturing, right?
Yeah, he sorry about that. It's okay. He put me up for adoption without telling my mom.
Shut the fuck up.
I was talking to Lauren about this, like how my mom must have felt. My birth mom was like, are you like relieved, or are you like sad? Like, do you know what I mean? Like it was a fucked up situation to begin with, because I was in one of those orphanages where you can drop your kid off if you're struggling.
Right.
How old were you when they adopted you?
I was 5. We thought I was 7.
Wow, you were that old already.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember much when you were that young, or no?
I mean,
no. See, the thing is, memory kicks in at 5 usually. Like that's when anything prior to that.
Playing, watching Indiana Jones. The irony of that was called fucking Data.
Short round.
Yeah, short round. Yeah, the same fucking actor, asshole.
Same guy, same kid.
So I remember that. I remember the orphanage, but the orphanage was a trip because I went back and I saw. I was like, "Holy shit!" And like I remembered.
Like, really?
Wow.
Rooms, the shitty toilets. It was fucking crazy. And
wow, yo, that's heavy, Kevin. I didn't know that, man.
Yeah,
man, I'm sorry, dude. That sucks.
No, but what's weird is it doesn't suck. It's great.
I'm just saying, your dad, your biological father, what he did. That's fucking foul, man. You gotta remember, I'm adopted too, right? I'm adopted too, so I got my whole story, which is crazy too. My story is bananas. I should be way angrier. Like I should really walk through the street and punch people in the fucking face all the goddamn time. and I'm gonna chill right now because I'm starting to get a little hot. So
Like,
keep talking.
I'm like, Reggie, I was like, is your wife and the kids still there? Like, they better run. What the fuck?
Yeah, no.
You know what's funny is I don't know. I was like, people are like, are you sad you're adopted? I was like, I hate that fucking question. Like,
Right.
by the way, most Korean men are angry. Do you guys not know that?
Are they angry? I didn't know that they were angry.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're kind of angry. It's like they hold it a lot inside. But the whole adoption, Reggie, you can back me up on this one. We're the shit.
Yeah.
We're the fucking shit. They chose us. Like we weren't like a fucking night watching Girls Gone Wild commercials, and then you slipped it in. You know,
right.
it's like, or like you feel forced to like raise us. No,
Yeah,
they
no,
fucking picked us.
we are absolutely the chosen ones. We're selected.
It's like we're show dogs, you know.
Dude.
And don't fucking compare us to fucking foster kids. Those are fucking beneath us.
Yeah,
Those
that's
are
a
like
different
fucking,
situation.
those are
That's a
like
different
SPCA
situation.
dogs.
Yeah.
We're like the dogs you actually like go on Craigslist.
And what John O'Hurley's talking about on Thanksgiving National Dog Show.
Yeah, it's just, but like it's not the same. Foster and adopt is a whole.
It's a totally different thing.
Totally
Let me ask you this:
yeah.
What was your birth name? Remember did you ever find out what your birth name was?
It's so hard to say. I live in Koreatown, and I go to this bar with all these Korean entertainers, and they always try to correct me. It's Su. It's like Su. I think it's Saw Jung Young. So Young.
Oh, that's a good name.
Saw is my last name. They say the last name first. So you're Jung Young Saw or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. I had a birth name, and my name was changed as well.
This sounds like it's gonna be a fucking joke here.
No. This is real. Yeah,
okay.
no, this is real. I was just curious because my birth name was James William Haley.
I hate to say it, you look like a fucking James.
No way. I don't look like a James.
Little JW over here.
James. I'm like a James or no way. I'm such a Reggie. Like I'm all Reginald.
I know you're as Reggie, but I can see you. James is a good name. That's my dad's name.
James. So check it out though. This was the story behind that. She named me James because of her favorite actor, James Tiberius Kirk, the captain of the Starship Enterprise.
That's a character, not an actor.
I mean a character. I'm sorry, not the actor. William Shatner, who played James T. Kirk. But hold up though. So his name is William Shatner. But so she named me after the character of the Starship, captain of the Starship Enterprise. Yeah, Captain Kirk. And then the middle name William was from her youngest brother, who's like her favorite brother, William. So
Haley, the last name was some fucking sniper or assassin.
Haley. Was it who was the last? Haley is
the JFK guy.
Right? No, that's Oswald.
That's Oswald. There's another Haley, but there's Bill Haley.
Ruby.
No, there's Bill Haley in the Blue Notes was the singer.
Was the Comets?
Yeah, the Comets.
So
Bill
when
Haley.
did they change your name?
When my mom adopted me when my mom got me, she got me at like 11 months, 9 to 11 months.
She didn't want that fucking.
She says she always liked the name Reginald. Growing up, she says she loved the name Reginald. And when she adopted me, the first thing she did was change my name to Reginald.
Reginald is a very black name.
It's a very English name.
Really?
It's from Reginald. Reginald is from it's Sir Reginald of the Round Table. It's a knight.
Do you know any
kingly
white Reggies?
I mean, there's Reggie Bush, Reggie Jackson, Reggie Miller.
No, any white ones.
White.
Oh, any white Reggies?
Yeah. No, it's hard. It's like we have very like
I don't know many
race specific names. Like
Reggie from Archie Comics. That's the only white Reggie.
Yeah, hard you to fucking think about that.
And he had a made up character.
Yeah, like it's not even a human being. Like you fucking, it was a drawing because like Sal is such an Italian name.
Yeah, Salvatore.
And I have a very Irish name, Kevin Michael Shea.
Kevin Michael Shea. You don't get more Irish than that.
I know, so fucking Irish.
Dude, yeah. You sound like a fireman from Boston.
I know. I want to see the whole Joe
from Boston. Yeah,
yeah.
Yo, Kevin, real quick before I forget, yo, man, I believe that your story is, I mean, I'm not saying that you got to divulge everything, but I will use that as a template to write whatever the show is or the movie, because that whole scenario, come on.
Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, the whole just going over to Korea was a fucking trip because it's different. Like you have to understand, and I wasn't looking for my parents. My brother and sister, they actually tried. They didn't find. Mine was one phone call.
Wow.
And it was 4 hours. It took 4 hours. I got a call 4 hours later. So going over there, you have to understand, like you have all these feelings and shit of like, oh man, I want to blend in. What's it gonna be like? You know, I grew up in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and I had to acclimate myself to this white culture, you know, and try to fit in. And it was kind of a bitch moving to San Francisco where I'm this, and I go to fucking San Francisco, it's all Asian, and I'm getting bullshit from fucking white chicks like you're not Asian enough. I was like, just fucking stop talking. I'm not paying you to talk, you know? It's like awful. And I was like, I don't fit it. You know what it's like in San Francisco. And then I go on these dates and I'm like, hey, how much more do I have to explain? I have white parents from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. One was a cop and the one was a factory worker. What else do you want to know? And she's like, I remember this like half Asian chick. She gave me shit because I drove a Jeep. I pulled up. She goes, "Of course you would drive a SUV." I was like, "You know what? Of course you stink." It's like, what the fuck,
dude? That's driving, dude. That's you know what this is, man. Honestly, this is the plight. That's the plight of every.
Oh yeah. So I go. The story goes, I go to Korea. So I'm like worried, like, oh man, am I gonna get shit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't instant shit. There was no shit. But it was instant that they knew I was not Korean.
Yeah.
Like I was Korean, but I was American.
Yeah.
Dude, old ladies, old Korean ladies. You guys know from San Francisco and Chinatown, most Asian old ladies don't give a fuck about personal space. They don't give a fuck.
No, it does. It's non-existent.
No, and old Korean ladies would come up to me on the train and put their fucking hands on me and just rub it. They go, "Oh, I'm doing the worst. This is the worst fucking accent. This is I like it. Oh, so handsome. Oh, smell like butter."
Oh, nice.
That's to say you're American, like you're
right.
Not. Wow.
Yeah.
And it's just such a surreal thing, and I'm just sitting there like, do I punch this fucking lady in the face?
No, man. Come on, dude.
Do I hold her down? What do I do? You know what I mean?
You just sit there and you just take it, man. You just sit there, you take it.
I noticed that people seem much happier over there. Like
really?
Oh, really?
Culture as a whole.
Yeah.
Like they seem more kid-like because they're still playing. All the adults still play arcades. Like
they're very joyous. They're more
business centric. There was though like weird machismo thing. Like the guys would all dance with each other. They would like hold hands. Like it's weird. Like you see your face. You see your fucking face.
Yeah, exactly. I mean
that's how I felt. I was like, ugh.
Well, you know, over here we got all this bullshit about what a real man is, right? Like, you know, over here is that this bullshit about you can't cry, men don't hold hands, and then all this shit. Other cultures, man. I mean, there are a lot of other cultures where the men actually hold hands. Even parents still hold their kids' hands when they're to adulthood. Over here, you know, by the time you're like 15 or 14, you try to hold your kid's hand. They're like, I don't, you know.
What country is that?
That's us over here.
No, I'm talking about what country is still fucking holding their 20-year-old son's hands.
Oh, do they do it? I mean, look, you can go to the Middle East. You can go to all the Asian countries.
Yeah, presidents do it a lot with the.
Do you see the fucking turmoil over in the Middle East?
Yo, hold on, though. I want to make this comparison real quick.
I will say though, I don't. Hold on, let me see men cry.
Dude, I cry. I'm gonna tell you right now, I will cry. And I'm not afraid to show it. I own my tears, man, because I know personally with the amount of pain that I've felt and lost, every time I've cried, it has been cathartic and it's felt great. And I'm like, I will empower anybody to cry. Like take a moment and let it go. Because all that stuff that's inside that, yo, man, it has to come out. If not, then you explode.
I jerk off, but you know what's funny?
He makes his penis cry.
My thing with men crying, I don't have an issue with it.
Okay.
My issue, Reggie, believe me when I say, and you know what you're saying, when you cry, yeah, I get it. There's a moment, there's something that happens, it's emotional, but you're not like a fucking 12-year-old girl where like your parking space isn't quite as big as you want it to be, and you're getting emotional. Like, I'm having a rough fucking day. Like,
No, I'm
I
not.
don't want men doing that shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not unreasonable.
That's what
I'm
I'm
not gonna
saying.
cry.
Yeah,
Like
when
if you would have,
fucking Rudy's on or
dude,
Major League, yeah, everyone should cry. Everyone
right?
should
Like
cry.
if you would have flaked on us again today, I wasn't gonna sit here and cry about it. But like, I can't believe it. Why would you do this to us, Sal?
Well,
But
you know what? There's men like that now.
Yeah.
yeah, with little.
Well,
I feel this.
hey.
Do you? If
Okay,
sometimes I feel if I cry, and I don't know if it's because where I grew up and angry pops or whatever, but then I feel you pussy. Why you fucking crying?
oh my God, you gotta let that shit go. You got
No,
your own. Your critic is against you, dude. Oh my God. Okay.
I find myself, I don't cry in real life situations. I constantly crying on fucking television shows or fucking movies.
Really?
Yeah, like real life, like, you know, some horrible happened. It's like, because I feel like I have to be there, the fucking rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
man, you guys, yo, this is interesting. Like this whole dynamic right now.
It's angry dad
because-
shit.
Seriously, because I didn't have a dad growing up. Well, he died. You know, Sal, you know the whole
Yeah.
story, but like I learned a long time ago about crying, right? Like I mean, I don't cry for anything, but I will cry for things that are important. Like, you know, I will cry for the important things. But here, I want to finish this thought because you were talking about coming here and being looked at by Asian people who looked at you like you weren't really Asian, right? And you're like, yo, I was raised in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania by white people, right? It's funny to hear that from you because that's the same plight that educated black men get. Because the moment you go to college and you start talking, you know, you speak in complete sentences and you're articulate, then all of a sudden you get around black people who are like, oh man, you ain't really black though. You know, like they test your blackness on some shit, like because you don't necessarily fit their idea of what it is, which is total bullshit because the fact that you're Korean, no matter how you act, it is Korean, right? It just shows that we run the gamut of what it is. But I don't think I've ever really heard that side of it before. Because, you know, as a black person, obviously I have black friends and we've all talked about, you know, different places. Like, you know, you go to some places and they expect you, if you ain't hood enough, you ain't black enough, you ain't thugged enough, all that shit gets put on you. And you're like, yo, man, I was raised in a house with, you know, I got a car at 16. I had a basketball goal and a dog, and I had new shoes, and I went to good schools. I'm still black. And they're like, nah, you wasn't raised in the hood. You didn't have this. You ain't struggled the same way I struggled. You ain't black. Like, no, you can't test my blackness on some bullshit. Like they can't test your Asianness based on some bullshit. That just means y'all had a different life. So
way to make my story about yourself there, Reggie. Hold on real quick. Let me turn off this air conditioning real quick.
Hold on, real quick. Let me turn on my air.
You know, Kevin Avery got shit like that all the time, right?
Yeah.
Right. And his parents sent him to black camp.
But
did they really? It was a black camp?
Dude, they sent him to black camp.
Lying.
Jack and Jill.
You're
Jack
fucking lying.
Dude, they sent him to a thing called dude, they sent him to Kevin does a joke about it. He's like, you know, I go to school with these white kids or whatever the case may be, and I felt like I was Superman. And he goes, and then I go to Jack and Jill, where it's all black kids, and I realized I wasn't that fast. It was like I was Superman on Krypton. It was like, hey guys, look, I can fly. And they're like, so what? We can all fly. Like that's not important. And the other one is he does a joke where he talks about, you know, with his white friends and being knowledgeable and all this kind of shit, and then going to black camp and finding out. He goes, well, no, and this is a Kevin Avery joke directly the way he says it. He goes, well, no one told me that Will Smith and the Fresh Prince were the same people.
That's fucking hilarious.
Right? Because his parents sent him to black camp. Wow, Jack and Jill.
Fucking black dudes. You guys have so much fucking shit to deal with, and then you're dealing with the whole machismo thing. That's an insecure man thing. That culturally that just goes around as a whole. I think like Mexicans, I'm sure that happens to Mexican dudes all the fucking time. And
you're dealing with internal strife.
Yeah,
right. Like amongst other black people.
You know what? I'm glad. You know what? I'm going to take it all back. I think I'm good with being a little Asian guy.
Fuck. Hey, dude, I'll play this. You were winning as an Asian guy when you said that all the Chinese people come over here and they pool their money together and one guy plays for everyone and they sit around and eat. Black people wouldn't do that shit. We put our money together with one dude to go play. He'd win and be like, well, I don't know. Because see, you like, what the fuck? Yes. You know, we have to kill a motherfucker.
I always think it's hilarious that people always talk about a race. No, it's just a cultural thing. It's just the environment you're around. And like fucking poor Sal, he can't talk anything during this shit. He just sits there like, I'm shut the fuck up.
Them Italians, man, we had it tough in the 40s.
But like, Reggie, you grew up in Alabama. By the way, I don't like that state. Alabama or in Arkansas, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just
no,
not that fun.
yeah.
It's not that fun for me.
Okay.
But when you went straight there to college.
From there to California, yeah, from Alabama.
Yeah, that's a big fucking.
Oh yeah, you talk about a culture shock
in the Bay Area. Oh my
dude. I went to San Jose. I left Birmingham and went to San Jose. Now, to my credit, as a kid, my mom and I used to travel a lot, right? So, but we always travel up to the New England states. We always going to Massachusetts. I would go up there every summer, and then we went to the Midwest. We go to Illinois sometime. I've been out to California, and I had been to the Bahamas. Like I had kind of traveled, and with basketball, I've been to Pennsylvania, Iowa, Minnesota, North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky. You know what I mean? Like Georgia. I had been to a lot of states, so traveling was an issue. But getting to San Jose and being around non-black and white people, because that's what the South is, right? It's black and white at that point.
Black and white.
Yeah. So being around non-black people like Asians and Latin people, and listening to the language and seeing people interact. Yo, man,
gay people, especially in the Bay, is a whole nother new thing,
dude. It was like I was walking around like I was in a museum. Like I was like,
it is kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it was different, man.
It was weird, like watching. It's just leaving where we grew up. By the way, I think us as a whole, we're better comics, East Coast people. Like, don't get me wrong, California people are good comics too, but like, you have a certain way about yourself, and then you go to a different area of the country and you discover more things. But I'm glad I am who I am because of where I grew up. Like, I don't think I'd be as funny.
I
totally agree with that with myself too.
Yeah, I think East Coast comics have that edge, right? Like I think if you're in California where it's sunny all the time, right? And it's just, it's different than if you grow up in the East where it's snow and it's cold and it's a hard way of life. You got to hustle to get from point A to point B. You develop a sharper edge, I think, about you, and also a stronger opinion about things. When life is good, it's like, if I can compare it to like two albums, there's the debut album that's taken 20 years to make, and it's full of all the anger and the frustration and the drama and everything that's happened in your life that comes out. But then you make all that money from the debut album and you move to a nice neighborhood, you're eating well, you got a personal trainer, it's sunshine, you got dry, like life is good. The second album, it's not as good.
They call that the sophomore jinx.
The sophomore jinx, because life has improved, right? And so if your life is good, it's hard to have that same edge as somebody who's like,
and plus that first thing you've been doing for 15, 20 years, marinating.
Yeah, exactly. So
all right, well, look, dude, we're over an hour here and we're gonna have to talk to him about our ratings grab.
I just want to say this one thing. And this is about both of you guys.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about culturally. I think the benefit that as an Asian person that you have, and as an Italian that you have, Sal, is that it's easier for you guys to even go back to a spot or a place that you go, oh, this is where I'm from, right? Like this is where things happened and my ancestors came from to some degree. Whereas for a lot of Black people over here, I mean, now with ancestry and DNA and all that kind of stuff, you can kind of find a general area. But Kevin, you can clearly say, I am Korean. I've seen my mom and my dad, and they're both in Korea. Sal, you can say I'm Italian. My dad was Italian and I'm Sicilian as well. So you can go back to that. For me, I'm a collection of a bunch of shit. Like the most I can get is I'm 85% West African and then damn near 15% European. So where do I go back to? Like I just kind of go to this spot, that spot, and this, So I just think that, that helps a lot too in like just existing to some degree and knowing that you have something that you can firmly stand on as far as where you come from.
Reggie. Thank you. I appreciate that. I can call myself Korean now. Thank you.
No, I'm just...
I love it.
All
right, so look, dude.
I love you, Shay.
We need some.
I love you, Shay.
You too, man. You're the best.
I love you, man. I'm gonna cry.
Don't you fucking.
I'm a little hungover, so it's
pansy.
Dude, this has been awesome, man. We should have Kevin Shea back and have Kevin Shea part 2.
Oh, we could totally do it all day. All right, so what's your with Bobby Lee, dude? What we heard about a podcast talking shit about you.
Fucking Christ! I just talked about this last weekend. It was last weekend.
Oh,
and then was
damn.
like, "Why do you hate Bobby?" I keep getting these emails from his fans. Like, why? I'm like, for crying out loud, I don't fucking hate Bobby. Who the fuck is saying this?
Have you heard what Bobby said? Bobby's like, this guy fucking Kevin
Bobby's
Shea.
fucking Bobby. Bobby's fucking Bobby. He's got to make content.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
what's better content than conflict?
Right.
So
Right.
the whole story goes like I keep getting these fucking emails saying, "I can't believe you pushed him or punched him." I'm like, I didn't fuck it. Yeah, I'm just willy-nilly just gonna fucking wail Bobby Lee in the fucking face.
Right. Well, no, he said that you body slammed him and knocked him out.
I didn't body slam him. For fuck's sake.
Dude, we got to put the video. Sal, make sure you put the video. Put the video up of him saying this.
I saw the video.
Okay.
So, whatever. For the record, I have nothing against Bobby.
Okay.
Nothing. I swear to God.
That.
I can get, for the record, he wants to give me a show. I'll be on his fucking show. So
I'm sure you can't wait.
Yeah. He does not like me. He definitely does not like me. There's no denying that. So we're I'm 4 years in, maybe. And they had us do the Kims of Comedy, which was fucking huge back then. And
which, especially for Kevin at that time, like that, you were
huge.
one of the top dogs in the Bay.
That was a huge endorsement.
Yeah.
That was a huge endorsement.
I was the young guy, but I was the young guy too, right?
Yeah. And for the record, was it you that invited me to open for you guys at Cobb's?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it was you.
Me.
Yeah,
it was me, because I remember Steve Byrne bitching about it. Like, I don't know this guy. I'm like, dude, he's fine. He's fine. He'll kill it. So,
thank you, by the way.
It was Steve, Ken, and Bobby. They all knew each other. So I didn't.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm kind of aloof. I'm kind of like stay to myself. I don't, I'll show up and do the work. You guys know that from me.
Right. Yeah.
When I started, I showed up, did my shit, got the fuck out of there. I had an agenda. I had to fucking go. So I'm down in LA. We're fucking shooting the cover for Kim's of Comedy. I can't believe I have to tell this story because people fucking ask me all the time. So we're at the photo shoot. I've never been to a photo shoot. Mm-hmm. So you understand. So I'm asking a lot of questions, and I asked whatever question, and Bobby, fucking being Bobby, fucking said, "No, stupid," and he slaps me in the back of my head. Ooh. See, exactly. Did you see the fucking reaction on both your fucking faces? And with that being said, fast forward 10, 12 years into my career, I remember being at another show. Bobby stopped in. I was like, "You want to do a set?" He didn't. But there was another guy. I'm not gonna say his name, but he said something, and Bobby smacked him in the back of the head too. I was like, "Dude, you gotta stop fucking doing that, right?"
Yeah.
That's like a entitlement of like.
It's demeaning. It's demeaning.
Higher rank. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a hierarchy.
You ever see fucking the videos of Chris Paul where they hit him in the back of the head and Chris Paul is about to kill him?
Yeah.
Right.
No, I never. Who hits?
Chris Paul, the basketball player.
Yeah, but who hits him?
A teammate at like a celebration, but he doesn't like it.
Oh,
some guys just don't like that. Some guys just don't like that. Right?
Nah, fuck that. No, I may be small in stature. That's like somebody coming up and putting their hand on top of your head.
Exactly.
Yeah, like a dog.
And you have to understand.
You're gonna son me.
Where we grew up, you do not fucking touch another man's head. Let alone touching another man. You know what I mean? Out of
you put hands on me.
And don't call me boy. Don't put your hands on my head.
It's one thing if I come up and give you like a arm wrap, say what's going on. But like if I'm just like kind of like I'm your boss.
You come up and do this shit right here.
Dude, I will fucking. Justin Harrison did that to me. I almost fucking killed him because when I shaved my head. I said, don't fucking do that again.
No, that's some white people shit though. That's white people like
that. So, anyways, Bobby does that. I fucking snapped. There was no like, hey, don't fucking do that. It wasn't like a love tap in the back of my head.
It was like he was sunning you.
Yeah, he put his fucking dumpling weight into it, right? He put fucking weight into it. So I'm like, dude, so the problem is like I wasn't trying to be a tough guy. It was just an instinct reaction where I fucking threw him to the ground.
Instincts the body slam. Like you pick him up like
No, I just.
Oh wait. So this happened. You're saying this happened at the photo shoot?
This happened at the fucking photo shoot.
At the photo shoot.
So I'm fucking on top of Bobby. I'm like, dude, don't fucking do that, right?
Right.
Dead quiet. It's fucking Barry Katz is there, the photographer's there, Ken Jeong, fucking Steve Byrne. They're just sitting there going, "What the fuck?" And then I got up. I was like, "Oh, sorry." I was like, I didn't say anything. I was like, "Sorry."
Oh man, you should have explained that shit, man.
But like, they saw what happened. I was
right,
like,
right.
Was
but
like,
they probably thought your reaction was too strong, right? Is that what they were thinking?
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
Of course. Like,
was he knocked out?
No.
Where'd that
he got
go?
right up.
That's Bobby. That's Bobby exaggerating.
Yeah, but which I understand. He's got to make content. I fucking get it. And I'm not tripping over these people fucking emailing me. It's not a big fucking deal, but it's like, I have to explain it. I was like, and as soon as I say he hits me in the back of my head, everyone's like, oh.
Yeah. like okay. Yeah, well, I get it.
What's with then seeing him like many years? What's with seeing him many years later than at like a club and just calling him a loser?
I have no issue.
He says that you were drunk and you came up to him and he's in some place with other people and that you say to him, "Hey, how does it feel to not be as how does it feel not to be as famous as Dr. Ken, you fucking loser?" Those are his words.
No.
Like that never took place.
I could see myself saying that.
I mean, being drunk, drunk Shay could say that.
We all can see Kevin Shea doing that. We all like. I'll be the first to admit that's part of the thing. Lauren is trying to help me. It's like, Kevin, sometimes say nothing. Just say nothing. Right? Nothing. Just say nothing and walk away. Right? That sounds like something I would say, and I'm not. That sounds like a Kevin Shea story, but that is not what happened.
Okay.
That. I will admit that is something like that. Sounds like
I mean, Sal and I both agreed that this is. We can see you saying that.
We're at Cafe Blue.
Okay.
Bobby was out waiting to get in the other restaurant, and with PK once again. So I go. Hey man, come on in. Let me get you a drink. I was actually trying to be nice. I put my arm around. I was like, come on, let's go in, because I was trying to like, this is years now.
Yeah, we moved past this.
And he's like, no, I don't drink. I was like, okay, no problem. So I just fucking went back in the bar. That's fucking it.
I don't know.
That's fucking it. I promise you.
That's it.
I don't think you remember.
Let me just tell you. There's one thing I am not afraid to say is when I do stupid or say fucked up shit. That is one thing
I give you credit for that. That's true.
That is one thing. Like Reggie, you and I, we had our thing.
Yes, we've had our moments.
Very open. I was very open about it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, if I do something, I'm like, okay, my bad. It's
I can attest to that.
Right. I think it's funny. Both of you look like.
No, Shay. I'm not gonna go into details.
You know me. You try.
Yeah, I know you.
If I'm gonna say something, I'll tell you. But like that does sound like a Kevin Shea thing. But with that being said, does the whole story make more sense now?
Well, the first part with the body slam, but that second part, I kind of feel maybe you were just, I don't know if you black out, you just didn't remember what you said, because I could see you saying some mean shit when you're drunk and not remembering.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And he took it to heart, or his feelings were hurt by it or whatever.
So he still doesn't like you, huh?
He hates me.
we all have that one person, man.
But here's the thing: you can't be good at what you do and not have some people hate you.
Hey, dude, as Dave Chappelle said, if everyone loves you, you're lying.
Yeah, and let me explain the whole the Kim Zakami thing and why that situation was probably overly sensitive for him. Back then, it's not now. Like Asians as a whole, entertainers, they like work together. It was like there's more of us, and it's like a family community. And which is still weird for me. I'm like, ugh. Like I don't know you. Like, we're not buddies.
Being Asian is not enough.
That's what it is. That's for me. It's like
I know.
Like I need to know you. You know what I mean? Just because you are Asian doesn't mean like I know you. Mm-hmm. So back then it was very like competitive. There was only a handful of us. That's why Kim's Comedy was so huge. For my level it was huge, but Bobby was the guy.
Yeah.
The guy.
He was the Mad TV guy.
It went from Margaret Cho to fucking Bobby.
Yeah. That's crazy.
There's I always say there's always one it gook. There's the it gook, right? And it was Margaret. It was fucking Bobby. Like, I want to be the gook. You know what I mean?
Right.
I say that word in endearment. Like, I'm taking that word and making it mine. You know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
God, that sounds like the N word. People
Yeah.
like I say it like y'all my niggas, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
like,
saying? I don't mean that in a derogatory way. It's just
But
Sal, you my motherfucking nigga, man. And
but I'm not
Shay,
saying that. I'm not
Shay,
saying
you
that.
my
You know where that word came from?
Gook?
The gook word?
Gook.
Yeah, you know where that came from?
No,
During
no,
the Korean War, I guess, when Americans would come, the word for American was migook or something. And so they would say that to them and they would just think they were calling themselves that. And then the Vietnam War happens and they just carry over the racial slur.
Way to fucking ruin that word for me. Fucking asshole with that boring ass fucking
Dude,
explanation.
you gotta remember Sal is like the trivia guy.
Yeah,
All he does is historical shit all the
Knowledge,
time.
you guys. Knowledge is
let me
reigns supreme.
finish this real quick. So
Okay, go ahead.
Ken was the next guy.
Mhm.
Do you mean? Then it was Bobby and then Ken. Like, it's huge at that point, right? And I think whatever was going on in his head, Bobby was probably like annoyed by that. And he's like, oh man. So he's thinking that I said that, which I did not fucking say.
Right. So you're saying his own personal insecurities.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
And it's just like, dude, like, why the fuck me? I'm still fucking trying to get work at Chuckle Huts. Trying to piss off this fucking guy who's still working on television. You know what I mean? Right. But that does sound like something I would do. That
there you go. There you go.
Just because I say a shitty comment, we're all adults. You should be able to take it. And if I did say that, I apologize for that one. But for the other one, it was a fair reaction on my end.
Plus, he doesn't know you.
I don't remember saying that. Now you're making me feel fucking bad, Sal.
No, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, dude. Shit happens, man. I mean, you know, you and I've had moments, and this, and I'll give you credit for this because he has owned up to it. Like, we've had moments in the punchline after the show, hanging out. Kevin's in the back throwing him back, and then I come walking up and he makes some comment. Hey, how come you?
By the way, I wasn't calling you that. I was calling us as a whole what we are on stage.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Don't even have to get into it. But I'm just saying, in that moment, I was like, "Yo, man, hey, that's not cool."
And I was like, "Reg, you." Sorry, go ahead.
No,
what do you call you? Dropped the N-bomb?
We're not gonna get into that right now.
Yeah, we don't have to get into it. But what I'm saying is that
we're not getting into it right now.
Yeah, we don't have to get into it. But at some point, we had this moment, we had this interaction. Yeah. It was less than ideal, and I called him on it, and then he was like, "Yo, look, man, I apologize for my part," and he's like, "But I was
never trying to hurt your feelings."
Yeah, he was never trying to hurt my feelings. But I will give him credit too. This is the other. He's like, "I apologize for what I said. I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings, but you gotta know that I'm kind of an asshole." Like, he's still old. Like, he's like, I say shit, and I go, yes, and I go, Kevin, that's why I still fuck with you, because I know that it doesn't come from a place of, like,
I'm not being malicious.
Yeah, you were not trying to be malicious. You're just being who you are, right?
Yeah, and if I'm talking to you, that means I definitely like you.
Right.
Like,
right.
I may be a dick, and I may fucking project a lot of fucking insecurities on other people. Right? Sure. But I'm never gonna throw you guys under the bus.
No, never.
No, I will say this.
I would never think that. I mean, and now, come on, man. I love you, dude. You're like one of my favorite people, man.
I'll say this about Kevin Shea. Like, whenever he'd come up to SF when I was still up there, and he was doing okay, we'd go out to lunch. Kevin's always like, "It's on me. I got this." I always remember this, dude. We did the San Francisco comedy competition together. And I got to the finals. Kevin didn't. But anyway, we
just had to throw that in there.
The first week was gnarly. I mean, we were doing all these shows. I'm never placing. Kevin's doing great. I'm not even placing. I'm never placing. And we finally go to do a San Francisco show, and I still don't place, And then I wanted to just go home. I was so depressed. And Kevin's like, "No, man, come out. Who gives a shit? Come out. Let's all have a drink. We're all going to this bar." And I don't know, man. It was nice. I came out. I felt better. The next day, I killed it and moved on. But it was, he has that side, but very few see it.
Great story.
I hate you both.
And I was going somewhere. That was it. I took you out.
I was just trying to talk you up.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was just saying that your support encouraged him, because Sal's probably ready. He was ready.
But then I could see his antics. So then the following week we were fucking doing these pranks, And Kevin does this shit, you know, and that's why I see the whole Bobby. He punch you in the balls. Like, who cares? Bobby hit you in the head. This motherfucker hit you in the balls before you go on
I did
stage.
not hit him in the balls.
Hit me in the balls.
I tapped you in the balls.
You tapped me in the balls. What the fuck's the difference?
And he had the correct. And with that being said, he had the correct reaction. He hit me with a pillow
in the face while Jimmy O Yang was recording it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And fair enough. I will give you that.
And then the next day, do you remember what you did the next day? This fucker he threw like baloney in my face on stage after we placed at some other thing. And then the guy who put the whole thing together is yelling at us afterwards, like, what the hell's going on to this competition?
he fucking started yelling at us, right? Like scolding us. Me and Sal just sat there and I waited till you finish. And I go, but it's okay for you to post that video of me getting hit by a pillow. John, shut the fuck up.
Nice.
Shut the fuck up.
Kevin handled it well.
It was nice.
Yes. So the Bobby thing is kind of funny to me. Like, because it's over 15 years now. Just so you know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And for him to talk about it doesn't bother me because it's content for him. And I get it. Right. And it's like, okay, if I'm being talked about, great. You know what I mean? It just cracks me up. His fans are like, I can't believe you did that. I'm like, did what? He's fine.
He's telling he's telling that shit like it happened like last week.
Well,
you know
look,
what I mean?
after this podcast, Kevin Shea fans are gonna be flooding Bobby Lee's inbox.
Yeah.
Do you know what's funny? I think it's weird when people do that, when fans do that.
I don't have that level of
fandom. I love
fandom.
having fans and I love the attention from the fans, but I feel like they should not be going after other people. It's like, guys, this is not war. This is not fucking like, stop. These are the same people who probably were bullied and they don't realize they're bullying other people.
Right. Well, think about the word fan. It comes from, fanatical, fanatics. So it's a different level. Hey, man, this has been awesome.
Good times, man.
It's been
Thanks
awesome.
I realize I am kind of a jerk. Jesus Christ, guys. Thanks.
You're good.
We still love you, bro. We still love you.
It's hard for us to tell nice stories because then
I want to get him back though. I want to get Kevin back.
I'd love to come back. All right, guys.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks, Kevin. What did you want to ask? You want to ask him?
No. I mean, not now, but I just want to get into some other like comedy related stuff. Just like who like some. Stories. Yeah, I'm like favorite person to work with, favorite shows, worst shows, hecklers. You know what I mean? Why? What made you start comedy? And did you do it in Bethlehem?
Eddie Murphy.
You started in SF?
I started in SF, but Eddie Murphy's the reason why I do it.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and I met him finally, and it was so fucking awkward. I wish I would have said fucking nothing.
Wow, really?
Oh, dude, we gotta see.
That's a story for another time.
Shit, not Eddie Murphy. That's how you close it. Damn.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a great close about that.
That's smart.
Hold up, though. So this, I gotta ask this. This is the last one. Was it delirious or raw? Raw.
Well, you have to understand, that's the first thing I saw.
That was the first one you saw. Okay.
It's like people like me shit, like Delirious is better. I'm like, well, I saw Grease 2 first, so who gives a fuck?
Dude, I saw Bigger and Blacker first.
Oh, that's
with Chris Rock.
I think that's funnier.
I like Bring the Pain. I saw Bring the Pain first.
Bring the Pain's fucking, it's too smart for me. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Sounds good. Hey, man, this is great. We'll save those stories for next time. Thanks for joining us, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin.
Bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Peace.
That's funny.
All right, well, there it is, Reg. That was a long one.
Dude,
it was a good one.
It was a good one. Dude, it was good
filled
one.
to the brim. Filled to the brim. All right, that's Kevin Shea. I'm going to have him on at the Diablo Comedy Show in 2 weeks, July 15th.
Oh, man. That's going to be great. That's going to be a fun show. Dude, your show right now, based on your roster of talent, the
roster's good. The roster's good. You know what, though? It's
bananas.
Last night, Shang Wang did it. And so fucking funny, man. And he I was like, I'm sorry, it's only like halfway full. He's like, this is exactly what I want.
Oh, nice.
Because it's a good like workout room, it's a good like, and that's what it's for. And it was fun, man. And I had my family came out, which was cool.
I saw the picture.
Fam. Yeah, man. Yeah.
And your cousin Joey.
Yeah, I got to talk about. It'd be cool. My cousin he was talking about going back to Korea, and people knew when she was in Vietnam. She said she would leave their village because everyone knew her and she was mixed, but she would leave and go to other villages, and sometimes they would throw rocks at her.
Oh, because she was mixed,
and they just knew. That's fucking crazy. Wow. That's next level.
Yo, like it's her fault.
Yeah,
right?
I know. It's so fucked up.
That's weird, right?
But yeah,
Like,
so Kevin Shea, July 15th at
yeah,
Diablo
Kevin
Comedy.
Shea, July 15th at Diablo Comedy. Go check him out. I haven't seen the shows yet, but I know the roster that Sal's putting together. He's
Rosters
putting
are
together
good.
phenomenal comedy shows, man. So if you're in the LA area and you got a chance to go see a
Diablo,
free
Silver
show,
Lake, on Sunset. Good tacos.
Silver Lake on Sunset, and he's bringing in talent that has writing credits, TV credits. These guys are national headliners who want a room where they can just try out all their stuff. So
And it's fun to hang
see.
out with. Your friends.
Come see
like
the people.
him, Shay, Edwin, this guy George Chen from the Bay showed up, Gary Hughes from the Bay. It was like a real good time.
Dude, those are the best. I'm telling you right now, those are the best shows because you get to see people working out, having fun, being relaxed, and enjoying the moment, trying stuff out. You get to see the creative process happening, right?
Yeah.
So go check out the Diablo show.
All right, June 15th, July 15th, you'll see Kevin Shea. Next week, you'll see us. All right.
Nice. All right.
Sign us out, Reg. Tell everyone good night.
All right. This is that's Sal Kalani. I'm Reggie Steele, and this has been Spitballin. We'll see y'all next time.
There you go.